welcome back to Life and Style. It's a Tisky Tuesday. Remember to have these conversations going on. Remember to keep, rather, these conversations going on our social media platforms. That's KTN Life and Style on Facebook, KTN Life _style on Twitter, and Instagram. It's 22840. We're on visual arts and on photography. We've got Brayo Otieno. Karibu sana kwenye show.
Shukran.
Yeah, and amazing setup. It looks beautiful thanks to you.
Yeah, I'm glad I could make the place look a little better.
Right.
Yeah.
So give us a bit of background, like how did you get into photography? How old are you, by the way, Brian?
I'm 22.
Yeah, you look 18 going 22.
Yeah, I'm 22.
All right. So how long have you been doing this and how did you get into it?
It's been a 3-year journey. Mm-hmm. I would say by accident, someone just handed me a camera like, hey, shoot those people. So from then on, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. So yeah, it grew from there up to until I realized, okay, maybe it can become work and not just a hobby.
Just a hobby, all right. So 3 years ago, you think you just cleared high school?
Yeah, immediately after high school. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And is this what you wanted to do? What did you have in mind? Like, what did you want to go? What did you want to do when you got out of school?
Out of school, I think I wanted to be a pilot, but school isn't that much fun. So yeah.
And then you decided no.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how has the journey been in photography?
It hasn't been one of the easiest, but it's been so much fun. I must admit, like it's doing something from nothing and the whole process of it all, like also finding someone who believes, hey, you didn't read for this, you didn't go to school for this, but they still say, hey, can you do this for me? So yeah, that makes it even better, but it hasn't been an easy one.
Okay.
Considering it's also a really expensive hobby and you're just not telling your parents, hey, mom, I need this, and they're like, how much is it? Okay, understood.
Yeah, that would be the response. So you had to go out of the way to make sure
I
to
had
get
to go out of the way, save so much, but it's been fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you, sharpen your skills? Because like you said, you didn't go to school for this, so you're learning on the job. How do you perfect and, grow your skills? Because I'm sure it keeps changing, it's diverse. There's dynamics, new things coming up. So how do you keep up with that?
I think we're in the age of tech, so that's really gone a long way. Also, the fact that there are people who have already been doing it and are willing to if you ask them, they're willing to take you through the paces. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that has been that for me. Also YouTube, YouTube University.
You're a Yego guy.
Yeah, graduate.
Yego graduate. YouTube graduate.
Yeah, YouTube graduate. It's been fun. Mm-hmm. Also, just getting to teach yourself something, I think.
Yeah. It
makes you own it. Like, hey, I went out of my way. No one was like, do this.
It wasn't handed to me.
Yeah, it was me
wanting
to do it.
Your own blood and sweat, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So, what kind of photography fascinates you? I've seen people who are fascinated by just landscapes.
For me, I'd say portraits. Mm-hmm. Black and white portraits.
Black and white?
Yeah, because of the reason I realize color is distracting. It's also preferential. If you see something red and you hate red, so you just hate all of it because I hate some red in there. So I love black and white because it's objective. You focus on it. There's no hey, this is red, this is blue. Why have you mixed these colors? So yeah.
So black and white, maybe you'll take a picture of me but later so that we can share and show people exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
Is it a setting you have on your camera to capture it black and white, or do you go back and edit it to black and white?
It's not really a setting. It's not really also about the editing. I had to teach myself to think in black and white, to ignore color. If I'm shooting, I'm just shooting it. I'm not shooting because there's red somewhere. So I think without the color, so that even if I'm editing, I know what I want already. I don't have a problem hey, this is too black. I already have the idea in my mind. Yeah.
I like that. I think without the color. That is very, very interesting because I think it starts here before you put it there.
Yeah.
Before anybody sees that picture, it has to start in your mind.
It has to be some idea somewhere.
Yeah. a client will come to you and tell you this is what you want. It's up to you to make sure that the creative juices are flowing to ensure that they actually get what they envision in their head, which is very, very interesting. So challenges in the journey. I mean, it's been 3 years, but what you say it's not been easy. So what are some of the things that you've,
First of all is our clientele. It's a creative market and we are not that creative, I think. Our education system doesn't foster it. Like art and craft was scrapped off while I was still a kiddo, so before someone chooses me, he'll see some other guy from abroad and say, hey, this guy knows it better. So that's one. People don't believe in their own, so like they'd rather go out of their way to pay a foreigner than give a local. Also, there's the problem of open-mindedness. Like you're bringing in a new idea, but people already fixed to something. So like they're not open to like, hey, maybe this will work. So that's also another one. And then, yeah, definitely finances.
I hear the equipment is not too short.
Yeah, the equipment is not that easy to get also.
All right. So how do you put yourself out there? How do you brand yourself as a photographer? Because I'm sure it's not a market that has not been, it's flooded. Every single Tuesday we have someone seated over there telling us something about what they love and how they do it. But what makes you unique?
I think it's the stories I choose to tell, because it's come to a point where everyone has a camera. Everyone, I think, in the audience has a phone with a camera. You can just shoot. I'll post it. Hey, I'm a photographer. Yeah. So it's the stories I choose to tell plus how I tell them. Like there's how I'll tell it, and there's how you'll tell it. So someone will come for how I'll tell it, not what I'm doing, but how am I doing it? Because we're all doing it, we're all clicking, but okay, what's the thought process? So that, for me, that's what puts me out there, the thought process. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's very important because something that has, like I keep saying, something that has a story behind it makes more sense than something that's been done out of nothing, out of emptiness.
Yeah, plus
it's totally vain.
Yeah, plus I think the story also makes it sell. It's something you can relate to. If you see something and you can relate to it, you'd like go for it. But if you see something and okay, it's just a beautiful picture and it ends at that, but you can say it's a beautiful picture, but there's something in there. So like if you give someone another reason aside from the overall one, I think it gains more credibility.
All right.
Yeah.
Highest moment in the job?
Oh, I've shot the former Prime Minister.
Ooh.
Awesome guy.
Yeah? So like personal, not at an event?
No. Like a set, you arrange equipment and he stands there and you get to direct.
Get to direct?
Yeah, like,
Raila
hey,
Odinga?
move like this, move like this.
Acha kuinama sana.
Yeah, he's a fun guy, I think, because of the reason that he looks, there's how people look and then there's how they look on set. On set, he like lets you do the job, like, okay, now you're the boss. So I think that's also one of the major challenges. Most of our clients, they think they have the idea, and that's the idea. You can't
you can't
do
change
anything
it, modify it.
Yeah. So
can we see some of those pictures? Probably you can share that with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we'll be posting all those pictures of behind the scenes of Brian and the former Prime Minister of Kenya. So how can people get in touch with you?
Oh, I have social media. Yeah, Otieno. It's a uniform name across all platforms.
Just to make it clear, because I'm following you. It's Otieno without not two O's.
Not two O's, just a single
one.
O.
Yeah, so the Brio and the Otieno have one O.
Yeah.
So that's the one you use across all the social media
Yeah, across
platforms.
social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, yeah, Pinterest and all that.
Physical address?
Physical address, we are working on that. We're opening a studio in Ngong Road. Yeah, I'm also working with a second company. It's called, we are still trying to bring it up, though it focuses on the photography, the video, plus events and all that.
Okay.
Because me, I'm all photography, but I think we needed some new brains, so we brought something up, and yeah, we are putting up a studio. Yeah, in the next month, few weeks maybe, we should be having something.
That's really good. A number,
Yeah.
perhaps?
My number, wow. I'm really hoping that
If you're comfortable. If you're
I'm comfortable, only sometimes can get really creepy like.
It's not, there's no office number, you know, those ones that,
No, I
welcome
use,
to,
I like it when you like talk to me, like
Personally.
explain your idea to me.
okay,
So
if you're comfortable.
0724 05 88 45.
Say that again.
0724 05 88 45.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you for
And at
hosting.
22, I think you're doing an amazing job.
I'm trying my best.
I wonder what you'll be doing when you get to, I think, 28, 30.
Let's look forward to greatness.
Okay, absolutely. So there you have it. We've been talking to Rayo Otieno on photography at 22 years, doing an amazing job. We're moving over to Creative of the Week. Well, on Creative of the Week, we've got an amazing lady. Look at this, looking so beautiful. She's called Cleopatra, and this is what she does. These are works of her hands, and I believe that your works are blessed.
Yes, they are.
Welcome to the show, Cleopatra.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful name.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, looks like it's what, from the movies or from, is it Egypt? No?
Yes,
It's
she was a
Egypt?
queen.
She was a queen in Egypt? Okay. So amazing things you do. This looks very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Maybe you can tell us a bit of background and what you call your pieces of art.
So it entails, our business is called Paba. That means Patras African beaded accessories and Ankara. And what it entails is all about African items. So we have the mats, we have the Ankara shoes, Ankara trousers, all those stuff, anything that is African. So our aim is to promote our African culture. Yeah.
But you see, even apart from all of that, it's just the way you create things. And I would be very interested. I've seen this, but I've never even known how you go about creating such a thing. So if you can just tell us about this and the different motivations you have for the different items that you make.
You know, there's something we usually say in art, what the mind think is different from what the heart executes. So what happens is you imagine from your mind and then you put it into practice. That's where the creativity comes in. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. Plus, I usually say this is a skill you can learn. It's not a talent. Most people say this is a talent. This is not a talent. This is an obsession. It's a skill. And you know, for a skill, if you practice, then you'll definitely become perfect in it. So it's a skill. It's more of a skill, something that you can learn.
All right.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I started back in 2015, but then I was just training myself, and then up to now where I am right now.
Okay.
Just trying new things, trying to go with the style and the fashion. Yeah, trying to compete and to try to beat this urban market.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is this? It is
That's
so
a-
beautiful.
That's a flower vase.
This is a flower vase.
It's just a decoration.
Wow.
Yes.
This is beautiful. And these materials, are they locally available?
Yeah, they are.
All of
What
them?
you do, because you get everything. I've bought everything there as an item.
Okay.
You know, you usually get the beads, and then you'll come and design what you want. You know, you have the vases. These are, you can put the earrings. It's just like a place where you can put your earrings, your accessories, everything. So what you do, you source the materials. The raw materials are available, so you source them, and then you come and use your mind. That's where your mind comes in. And you think, I can make a vase, I can make a bulb.
How long does it take to make like this flower vase? It's very beautiful, by the way.
At least half a day, if you're perfect in that. You know, you got someone who has just been trained, it's a little bit hard. But once you get used, like I told you, it's about the practice. You'll make it within half a day. Yeah, and then you get the 2,000 shillings.
Okay.
Yes.
And you also have mats.
Yeah.
This is very, very interesting and very lovely. I like the way you mix those colors over there. It's not something that you'd see every day.
Yeah.
That looks really, really good. And
Thank
you
you.
brought some tools of trade.
Yeah.
I saw you with a little basket. Can I just have that?
Yeah.
Even the thing that you put your tools in is
A fruit dish.
a fruit
It's
dish that
dish,
that you have made with beads.
yeah, you
I must say,
customize
it's very
it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And you,
No, those are the materials you use. Now this is for the bags, for the clutch bags. We have something for the accessories, the pearls.
What do you use this for?
I use it to make the bags, like now to put the hooks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you need now to, you have the buttons and you need to fix them. I use that to fix them. I used to use glue to fix the bags too. But most of the accessories, you just use the pins, the pliers and everything. And for the mats, that's what you use when you crochet it.
Oh, so this is the basic material for the
Yeah,
mat, and then
yeah.
you use the little holes in here to...
Yes, that's
to
what you do.
pass the
And then you
thread
have
through.
the wool there. Now you'll just crochet and then you have your mat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the beads and the different things that you do, because I see shoes, I see bags,
Yeah.
I see neck pieces, which are so beautiful, and this as well.
That's the newest thing.
This is the newest thing that you've
Yes,
done.
yeah.
What do you call it?
That's a customized scarf.
Customized scarf.
Yeah.
Totally love it.
Thank you.
So this, what do you do? This is a normal scarf that you'd get in a
Yeah,
shop.
that's a normal scarf.
Then you go ahead and make, you make this candle, or might you just put it right
You
in?
must, yes, you first make it aside, then you
This
come and
one.
wrap along the scarf. And as you wrap, you need to stitch around so that it will be intact with the scarf. Not necessarily after every place that you wrap, but at least you should stitch so that it will stick to the scarf. So that when you're going to wash it, it won't wear out and the beads won't.
Yeah, because my
come
next
out.
question was, how do I wash this?
Yes, so many people are asking that.
I think you just do this, no?
Yeah, you just do that. Because the beads, the good thing with beads, it's not that they rust once they
They
get
don't
in
even
contact
fade.
with water. They won't fade.
Yeah.
So that's the best part about it.
You taught yourself to do this.
I taught you teach yourself. You know, to teach yourself every day. Once you wake up, you know, it's in the mind. Once you wake up, you realize you can do this. Like now for these ones, these are some bow ties like the one I have here. I realized that once I make some shoes, the bags, there's some waste, those small pieces that you waste. And then I realized, why don't I make some hair clips from them?
Oh,
That's
these
when
are
I started
hair
that.
clips.
So you must do everything to make sure that you won't waste any raw material that you have.
Okay.
You must make use of everything. Yeah, now those are some hair clips.
Wow. And they're beautiful.
Thank you so much.
They are so, like the one you're wearing is something that you've
Yes,
made.
yeah.
Is that all the way in, or is it just
It's just that.
that there?
Yeah. But you can also have all the way in, which is like in form of a bow tie.
Yes.
You can use it as a bow tie. You can still use it as a hair clip.
Interesting. So this is the little to waste that remains.
Yeah, and we also make some earrings that so that we just you want to minimize all the wastage in the industry and everything.
So even the little button earrings you used with the fabric as well.
Yes, you also use the fabric. Anything, you must have something, at least should have a little of an African touch somewhere.
See, you came up with an idea.
Yes, you can also put them on the t-shirts somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. That last piece there, that's the pink one. Is that something you've been, when I look at it, I think it's something that is just in a shop that was manufactured,
Yes.
God knows where. That is your work?
That's my work, and that's why I have these ones here. 'Cause this is what you make. These are the flowers that you put beneath. These are the pins. Then there's a player somewhere there. These are the pearls.
Wow.
Now what you do, you've bought everything separate. You have the pins, you have the flowers, you have the pearls. So it's up to you to decide how to design them so that you come up with something. This is the input, and you have to have an output, something tangible.
Cleopatra, this
Yes.
is amazing. Now it makes me think, and this is something, it's not like you go to a factory where this is your hands.
These are my hands. My hands, everything here has been made.
Na mkono.
Na mkono, hakuna kitu umeenda ukanunua. The thing that you buy, it's the materials.
Bas.
Lazima ununue materials, lazima ununue beads, lazima ununue materials. You must, hata kuna gum yenye tunatumia sasa ku stick the bags.
Actually, they brought us gum. You're that chicken.
Lazima kila kitu. This is the flap yenye unatengeneza the bag, like a flap. There's still the base.
Oh, it's actually really hard.
Yeah, so that it make the flap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also do outfits apart from all these beautiful things that definitely belong to the ladies.
Yeah.
So you also do something for the men, which comes in the outfit.
Yeah.
And you brought us models today,
Yes.
and they're looking so lovely.
Thank you.
All right, maybe you can describe these looks one by one briefly as we go.
Okay, to start with, we have a customized T-shirt here, where he has worn it with a matching pair of shoes.
Okay.
So you can get the T-shirt and then you get the shoes so that you complement the two. And then the second, we have a lady who is having a customized hood. And in the hood, when it comes to the hood, you can buy it as you've made it from scratch.
You've made that hood
From scratch, but still we have an option for the person who wants to bring their hood, then we customize it. And then she also has a matching handbag.
Yeah, that handbag is matching the Ankara that's over here.
Yeah, and then we have the gentleman over there with a snood shirt.
Snood is the one that has...
Yes, that looks like, yes, the snood shirt. And he also has a matching pair of shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the last lady, she also has a T-shirt. It's like a T-shirt, a blouse.
It's very light material?
Yeah, it's a light one.
Okay.
And then she has a matching handbag.
And the shoes, all the ladies' shoes are yours as well?
Yeah, and the shoes. I almost forgot
Yeah.
the shoes. So you can get anything that will complement. You know, people believe that when you're wearing anything African, at least it has to go with something else. So you can opt to, and these are not the only things. You can opt to have a shirt with a pair of shoes, a shirt with a bow tie, anything that you want, a hood with a pair of shoes, anything that you want, as long as the two go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. So how much would these things go for? Probably, let's talk about the hood and the snood.
The hood and the snood, they have the same price. The hood and the snood, that's a snood shirt.
Okay.
So the cost of a shirt is a little bit cheaper than a sweater because the material isn't the same. So for the snood shirt, at least that is, it goes for 1,800. And then for the snood sweatshirt, you have to pay for at least 2,500. And then for the sweatshirt, you go at least 3K. It depends with the material. Material also matters because for the material that the chick has worn, it's a little bit light. There's the light material, there's the light shining.
That would be Rosette. The light.
Yes, the poet.
Yeah.
It's a little bit light, and then we have the ones that you want a cotton one, like the one Celian, the one is wearing. So the prices vary according to the material because the input is the one that brings the output.
Very interesting. And the clutches and the bags, how much do they go for?
Now we have different sizes. Like this is a 350, Kenya shilling 350. We have a medium size. This is a small size, medium size for 500, and we have a big size for 700.
And you've got a beautiful bag here as well.
Yeah. No, this is it's a basket. People call it a basket.
It's a basket, yes.
So what I do, I get the basket, the plain basket from Malindi, and then I come and customize because we don't have the raw materials to make this basket locally. Here in Nairobi, you can't get them. So you just buy the basket and then you come and customize according to the colors you want them to blend in.
So you put in the beads, you put in the
material,
there.
yeah.
And that beadwork is amazing.
Thank you.
That is totally amazing.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work though.
It takes a lot of work, and I usually tell my customers, in art you don't buy, you appreciate.
True.
Because once you buy this bag, it has taken a piece of me. This is a piece of me because it has taken my time, it has taken my energy, this is my life. So I usually tell people, at least you have a right to disrespect me as Patra, but don't disrespect my business. Because you know, these are small bits. You get a headache when you're trying to make them. And you know, you can't make these ones by your bare hands. You can't even use a pin, so you must use a needle. And it's so tiny. So this is part of my life. When you buy, when you want to appreciate something from an artist, that's appreciation. You don't buy. You ain't paying for that. You're paying for the work that is behind that.
That's really interesting to hear. So how can people get in touch with you, Cleopatra?
I have a shop at Kawa West City Market. The stall number is S49. We're also on Facebook at Paba. You'll just search the word Paba and you'll get it.
P-A-B-A-A.
Yes, Paba. We're still there. You can reach us there. And then they're still on Instagram at Patras and Kara. Yes.
Number? Do you have an office number?
Yes, I have. Yeah, 0715 672 750. Yeah, you can contact me. And something else, I also train how to make all
Wow,
these.
so people can actually come to learn.
Yes, you can come and learn, because most people believe that an artist can never want to share what they have. But it's good for the youths and everybody to train them, so that I need to lift someone up. At times you must put your own dreams temporarily on hold so that you help someone else. So I also train, and once you can contact me through that number and we'll talk about it.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, my models, looking all so lovely. Well, this has been Creative of the Week under Visual Arts. And this is very interesting. So you know how to get in touch with Pabar, and she likes to call herself Patra. I'll go with Cleopatra. I think it sounds more. So yeah, so get in touch with her, get yourself something. It's a bow tie for the hair. You can get this customized scarf. You can get, let me just do this so that they can see how beautiful it looks.
Yes.
Yeah, looks very, very beautiful. So we're taking a very short commercial break. When we come back, we will be on spoken arts, all about spoken word and spoken artists. So we'll be right back. Don't go too far.
The God I serve can give him pretty much anything. Because unlike you, he made everything. So you can mock all you want, but God is always going to be the end thing.
So it's like I'm living my life on a quicksand, jelly for a hand, but helping there. People just standing there, or people just stand and stare. People that claim to truly care, but they know even life ain't fair. And so I'm reaching for stress gun, aiming for the sky, I got red flash.
Lord,